Welcome back. If you had to do any kind of driving at all this evening, I gotta say the visibility, even just heading down the street, was a little tricky out there, Thomas.
Yeah, it's very, very bad out there. And let me say this, Cody, it doesn't matter if it's at night or during the day, turn your headlights on when it is like that, because it just helps with the visibility of your car around you. And it's very, very important during the day because your automatic beams usually don't flick on during the daytime hours if it's not like heavy rain or heavy snow. So it does help people out. By the way, I saw somebody the other day without their headlights on at 10 o'clock at night, and that's an entirely different story. Put your headlights on when it's foggy outside. Dense fog for tonight, but we do have a dry weekend aside from the misty conditions that the fog provides out there. Dense fog advisories and freezing fog advisories issued across the inland northwest. Not much of a differential between these two different alerts. It's just the National Weather Service in Pendleton likes to go with a freezing fog advisory as opposed to Spokane. But nonetheless, both of these alerts cover the same bases. Visibility is near zero. Obviously, it's the winter time, so our temperatures tend to get below freezing. Could get that slick coating of glaze and ice on some of the roads, especially bridges and sidewalks out there. These are the current visibilities, reporting zero right here in Spokane. That's the airport observation, and all across town, it is very low visibility. Hard to even see the lane lines on the streets. We take you to Riverfront Park. Looks like it's eased up at least a little bit, but still you can see that low-hanging cloud cover across those areas. And here at the South Hill, it's actually the opposite from yesterday. It looks worse here at our South Hill studios than it does downtown as compared to yesterday. Here's tomorrow morning. Our computer model says an eighth of a mile visibility. That would be about 600 feet if I'm doing my math correctly on that. This advisory, of course, lasts through the noon hour, but the fog will still hang out and linger even into tomorrow night and Sunday morning. So we could see that advisory issued once again for another day. A lot of this is because the snow and the leftover moisture is slowly melting, and our air mass is pretty saturated as it is in what's called the boundary layer, or the lowest layer of the atmosphere, and that's not going to change. The jet stream is really diverted up to the north, so any of these weather systems in the Pacific not going to disturb us. Usually that helps to mix out the atmosphere, mix out that moisture, alleviating some of those foggy conditions, but does not look like it's going to be the case this morning. The good news, though, is that the mountain passes look all very passable. Unlike what they were last week when they were closed at this point last week, dry conditions all across the state. But at least our drought monitor has improved thanks to the recent snowfall overall. In fact, as we look at our mountain snowpack, we are above normal, running at about 10-20% above normal in terms of that mountain snowpack. And certainly our ski resorts are liking it as well. So this weekend, dry conditions, safe for the fog in those morning hours, and our temperatures will slowly creep up back to around 40 degrees by mid of next week.